618-383. I don't know why I don't know this number by heart.
Type it about 100 more times you will. I type it like 10 times every day. It's crazy.
All right. So let's see. Call 678. I always forget to put the number in. Can I put that on there? All right, y'all. Call.
You ready?
678. Yep, I'm ready.
7 seconds. Coming in.
What is up, everybody? This is your girl, Miss Sophia, the Diva, and I'm back here again for another week of A Diva Disturbed on BFAM 109.6. We're live here in the Atlanta Battery. Call 678-383-4378 if you want to join the conversation, or we are live on all social media platforms, so you can always comment. There will be no political discussions tonight because I'm just not in the mood. Nancy Pelosi, bottom line is this, babe. Shit or get off the pot. That's the bottom line.
Right.
Either you're going to impeach or not. You're going to, hey, y'all need to handle up on Barr because he ducking and dodging. So that's all I got to say about politics right now. Anyway, tonight we will be having a special guest in the studio. She is a fellow comedian, Nima Cat. She will be joining us in about the next 30 minutes or so. So get ready for her. She's crazy. Okay. She is a doctor, a head doctor, as some of us would call. And, us doctors got to stick together. I got a JD. She got an MD. Hey, let's make some shit happen, and we funny as hell too. Okay. So a lot to get into and unpack. Let's start with something. This just came up on my radar as I was driving in or right before I left the house. Ayesha Curry. We all know her world famous husband, Steph Curry of the Golden State Warriors. But did you know, honey, that she is not feeling all that pretty? God, I wish I had pretty girl problems. I really do. Although I am a pretty girl. Skiwi. Shout out to all my sorors, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. But either way, Ayesha Curry, Jada Pinkett has this now, just amazing show on Facebook, which I have yet to sit down and watch a full episode. I usually just get the highlights. But Ayesha brought up an interesting subject. Oh, here we go. Good. So, y'all, I'm perplexed. Tell me this, are some people that need, or is it a validation seeking thing, or does she really just feel so unpretty? Right now, this one, we should have had the TLC song going. So anyway, they were asking her, how does she feel? She doesn't like groupies, of course, being around her husband. Who would like groupies being around her husband? That's why there are certain men the Diva will never marry. Actors, singers, ministers, athletes, and there's a fifth one, but I can't remember. But ministers always tops the list, and I come from a family of ministers. No, because they got groupies too, and I'll have to shoot somebody with a 22. Either way, Ayesha Curry says, she doesn't want them around her man, but she also does have a problem with the fact that nobody be trying to holler at her. And I'm just like, girl, first of all, unlike these thirsty women, there are men that may just respect you as a woman and respect Steph. That's their man, and they not gonna mess with their man's woman, okay? Please know, Ayesha Curry, that you are gorgeous, you are beautiful, you are an inspiration, and it's good to know that you are doing more than just being a basketball player's wife. Girl, I have your cookbook. Now, I ain't cooked nothing out of it, but don't worry. Y'all gonna start to get a little bit more from the Diva now that I got my camcorder back up working and all, because I didn't know what the heck was wrong with it, but it's working now. So you might have a little cooking with Diva coming up here soon, okay? So Ayesha Curry, please know that you are beautiful. People are on Twitter lambasting her, but let me tell you something. All of us, no matter how attractive we are, or how people tell us we're attractive, we all suffer from a little bit of insecurity. Now, I want you all to weigh in and let me know your thoughts on Ayesha Curry. I don't feel pretty. Comments, I don't understand why ain't nobody trying to holler at me. I don't look at your husband because, first of all, he's too young for me. Okay, I'm not trying to get like Keisha Cole and give me a young man. Okay, but it is unfortunate that you feel that way because you're a beautiful woman, and trust me, men are looking, but some men know to stay in their lane because they might catch a right elbow or something from Steph. I don't know. But comment down below. We're going to keep the conversation going. Let's talk about that. You know, what's up with pretty girls not feeling pretty? That's disturbing me because I just don't understand what the problem is. Girl, you look good. Another thing that's disturbing me that I found out, because my friend Sam Ridley is always posting his random thoughts. So I thought it was a random thought. As you know, Salt and Pepper and SWV are taking up a residency in Las Vegas as well as going on a world tour. Okay. Hey, Jennifer, good to see you joining the conversation. Thank you so much. But Spinderella will not be part of the tour or the residency. Spinderella got fired actually in January, and she shared her thoughts because, nobody said anything like, girl, we no longer going to be dealing with Spinderella. So Spinderella had to make this announcement on Instagram, which I guess is where every celebrity makes a statement. And basically, she was saying that after 30 years of being with Salt and Pepper, they just sent her a release letter saying, you know, we out on this deal. I think they just hating because, let's just be real, Cinderella is the prettiest of them all. Okay. But no, and then Salt, she's pretty too, but okay. Anyway, the Brooklyn-bred mixmaster born Deidre Dee Roper, according to Daily News, disclosed her forthcoming absence from future performances, saying she was terminated from performances with the group at the top of the year. And they were supposed to say something and nobody did. And it is fair because let's say this. Let's say, not to say that we only going to see Salt and Pepper. Some people may actually only be interested in attending these concerts and events because, we get to see Spinderella spin, okay? So let's talk about that. I mean, what was the move? Why did you think that it would be wise not to let us know that Spinderella got cut from the gig? I mean, y'all been together 30 years. Was it really that bad? I really want to know what the story is about why Spinderella was kicked from the tour. I really want to know because that makes no sense whatsoever that you would kick Spinderella from the tour. It just don't. So anyway, good luck to y'all. I don't know if y'all watch Dear Mama on VH1, but SWV was on there. Shout out to my high school classmate who has been gone, God, I don't know how many years now, but he passed away. He was the fourth member of SWV as far as we were concerned. And I know he would have been so happy to see them there. But they had Sierra and Ashanti on there, and I was like, they got struggle vocals. Why y'all got them on there singing? And then we saw Shy. Y'all remember? I can't sing. Remember this? And if I ever fall in love so true. Y'all remember that? They were on there too. Child, Shy looked like a cross between Rick James and the Temptations meets New Edition. Chad, I said, what happened to them, Lord? I know they got old, but damn, y'all been living hard because y'all had that one song. Y'all just kind of disappeared. I remember my friend Misty used to play that all the time in the dorm room. We all be in the suite singing in our dorms. Ooh, crazy, honey. Either way, y'all need to check that out if you haven't checked it out. Let's see. Sad news in the hip hop community out of Houston. Bushwick Bill has shared with the world that he has been battling stage 4 pancreatic cancer. That's a tough one because we love the Ghetto Boys, okay? Especially if you from Texas like me, that's all we know. We know Ghetto Boys, UGK, Underground Kings. We down with that type. We're down with that type of music. And I think it's really messed up. But Bushwick was saying that he was seeking treatment. I'm like, what doctors? You must have not went to MD Anderson because they could have found that on spot. But I've heard that pancreatic cancer is kind of elusive. So they found a mass on his pancreas and said it was benign. But when more further testing was done, it came back that it was, in fact, pancreatic cancer. Hey, Breland, how are you? Good to see you, girl. Thanks for joining the conversation. So anyway, prayers up for him. Healing is possible. Let us not forget that Aretha Franklin, Steve Jobs, and all of them survived years after their diagnosis with stage 4 and stage 5 pancreatic cancer. Not everyone can be that fortunate or lucky, but we pray for him. He's also trying to do 3 albums, as well as a documentary on his life, because he wants to leave behind a legacy for his children. And let me tell y'all this, y'all. Even me, who really doesn't have property or anything like that, get your estate plan together. Let us not forget that the late, great Prince Rogers Nelson has now been gone, 3 years, and his stuff is still in litigation in the estate court. So, yeah, get that together. Shout out to Bushwick Bill. We are all praying for you and rooting for you. So, anyway, real quick, I just want to tell y'all, some of y'all have already shared this with like my close personal friends, but I love my apartments. I really do. But there are some characters in my apartments. Okay. Let us be real. Every apartment complex has drama. We got that one couple that stay fighting, and it spills out from the inside to the outside with baby kids. Then we got that one neighbor who believes deep down in her heart that she can sing because somebody told her, girl, you pretty and can sing. Saturday, we're going to talk about that. We getting ready to go out, and we'll be back here in a few with Miss Sophia the Diva on the Diva Disturb on BFAM 109.6. We'll be right back. Hold your thoughts and applause. Then on the sugar. When that starts coming out my nose, they're watching me get. I like when he said, I can see him when I peep under covers. He on the black hat with my own black
suit. Did you see Cinderella's Instagram post?
Yeah, it was on the news article, the one where she announced it. Was there something more?
Yeah, it says it's like I bet you saw the first one. There's another part to it.
Oh, there is. Okay, yeah.
It says it has. After she said, I'm deeply sad to share with the Salt and Pepper Cinderella fans that I will not be performing on the new tour, despite my participation in the tour being highly publicized. One of the acts in January 2019, I received a termination email from excluding me from the performance of the group. It was my expectation after making the decision they would also take responsibility for sharing the news with the public and other affected parties. It's been months now with no mention, so out of love for my fans and a commitment to upholding a standard of professionalism, I've taken it upon myself to let everyone know I refuse to participate in misleading fans, ticket holders, and others who, based on all the advertising, are anticipating seeing the iconic Salt and Pepper and Spin. I'm making it clear now. Please know you will have the opportunity to see me this summer. Many other project activities are participating. Looking forward to seeing you all.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Saying, and I wonder why they didn't.
It's very unprofessional, and they probably know they messed up. They better bring Cinderella back. That's the best DJ ever. Okay. Hey, Alex Hutchinson is on.
What's up, Alex?
What is going on? AC. Was it Cousin Matt? Tell him I said, hey.
Tell Cousin Matt to get it.
Breland, you stay safe, girl, because if it's storming, you know what the old folk used to tell us. My aunt Betty, she didn't say electricity. She said, cut that current off. That's what she said, cut that current. That's what it was, current. So, girl.
That's when you know it's bad.
That's when you know it's bad. But my aunt Betty, she used to pray, and it would stop. I kid you. That's how powerful her prayers are. I do. She rest in peace, but I still to this day hold on to my Aunt Betty.
A close personal friend of the group tells MTO that it's not about money, rather it's about Spinderella's attitude. Spinderella is the biggest diva. She sings as a group leader. She's just a DJ. She got out of line and she had to get cut.
Sure.
Wow.
I don't trust anything from me to take out, though. I need to hear that from like the Jasmine brand, the Shade Room. Who else? Who else do we? I think my one friend listens to the Daily Blast. Yeah. Okay. Dun, 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 dun,
I had a sick beat for those days.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Miss Sophia, the Diva. We are back here on BFAM 109.6 with the Diva Disturbed Child. Y'all, they ghetto boys do something to me, honey. That was like my best friends, because the house I grew up in, y'all, my parents, we listened to gospel music. And we did listen to K104. If you're from Dallas, y'all know K104 FM. Shout out to Sam Putney and all of them. Nanette Lee. Skip Murphy in the morning team. That's what it was. That was all we knew. But that was before that, it was just Tom Joyner, who was just becoming the fly jock. That's how old I am. Okay. So either way, you know, my best friends, they had all kinds of ratchet music I wasn't permitted to listen to, because y'all know I was raised by a preacher and a teacher. So with Ghetto Boys, that's one of the first like albums, aside from DJ Quick's first album, that I really like got into. Okay. As far as hip hop rap goes. But anyway, we are here. It was just reported. I don't know how true this is. I tend not to trust too much from media takeout, but according to a source in the Salt and Pepper camp, apparently Spinderella is an alleged diva. Now, there's nothing wrong with being a diva. You know, but there's different levels to being a diva. Like, I consider myself a diva. I'm just fabulous, fly, and fierce, and want everyone to be fabulous, fly, and fierce, and be their best selves. That's all the diva wants for y'all. And I also try to educate you on my different platforms, not just because I do hold a law degree and can see the legal perspectives as to why the courts do certain things or why things happen, but I just want to educate y'all. I want everybody to be fabulous and educated, okay? Alex says, what up, y'all? He with me now. He said, hey. Oh,
Hey,
Cousin Matt said,
man. Big back.
Big Matt, yes. We going to hire him. Once we blow up, AC, we going to have to hire him to be our security, okay? But anyway, let's get into some more stories. These stories will probably piss you off. It will probably make you question some things about child protection defects. First of all, let me tell you this. The government will have you thinking that these programs don't matter and that they're not important, okay? They always cut there. Like, defense is number one, okay? We always got to have our bombs and guns. But when it comes to social services and programs that help kind of keep the economy going, because there's more poor than rich, let's just be real about that. They cut that. And DFACs, or social services, child protection services, however they're named in your county, state, city, whatever, they're underfunded. And these people are underpaid grossly, okay? Their caseload is huge. It's no different than how people complain about the public defender's office. Lord knows, every time I used to go in their jail, say, oh my God, I hate the public defender. Well, stop doing stuff to get picked up so you don't have to have a public defender, first of all. But let's get into the story. I got this story. This little girl, she was only 3 years old. And her name is Zoe Pereira. I think this is a Portuguese name. South American for sure, I think. But anyways, she was only 3 years old, and the child was chained in an alley by her father in Queens, New York. Burned to death, literally. The mother and father were in and out the court system, fighting for custody. And the mother said he became more and more volatile, so she really didn't feel great about having her child around him. And so, just to be vengeful, and this is not the first time we've seen a case like that. There was a case out of Dallas in Deep Ellum where the father did not return the daughters and shot and killed them both in Dallas. So this is not the first time we've heard about parents killing their children all because of their own selfishness and vindictiveness, okay? So he murdered her. He allowed her to be burned to death in his own car. They were in a bitter custody dispute. Sharon Coleman, who is 36, who's the mother. She allowed Zoe to visit with her father this past weekend, and now this is a decision that will haunt her for the rest of her life. He had become increasingly vindictive, according to the mother, and they had gone back and forth into the courts. And Sunday, she received a call from him, and he allegedly stated, "Do I have your attention now, bitch? I got your attention. You never gonna see your daughter again." So when people say that, you be like, "Oh, okay, he just gonna kidnap my child." No, this Negro burned the child up. Okay, who does that?
His kid?
His own flesh and blood. I was disgusted. I was hurt. All of us online have been talking about this today. This has been trending. And there's other stories out there like that where these children, and what I hate, I wonder how the courts feel. Because I get the ultimate goal is for every child to have a relationship with their parents. But the problem is that y'all need to have some sort of psychological evaluations done. You should some women, don't get me wrong, some women do messy, vengeful things where they will, make up stories about the father having done. We see it all the time. If you watch the ID channel, you see people going to jail and prison, and then the kids turn around and say, "I never said that. Mommy told me to say that, and I didn't want to displease mommy." But in this case, this child is 3 years old. The mother is telling you the father is off his rocker, and the courts go ahead and say, "Well, we're going to let him have custody." So it's unfortunate. Chime in if y'all have anything to say about this particular case. Rest in peace to baby Zoe. She was only 3 years old, not even having a chance. And can you imagine the fear that child felt? That's very disturbing to know. What did he tell her? "Go to sleep now, baby. The fire ain't gonna hurt you." I mean, what? Who does that? I'm trying to see. The article that I read earlier. They said when they found the burning car, it was noted that the rear doors were chained shut, but the intensity of the heat melted the door handles and allowed the rescuers to open the car. Inside, the burning body of Zoe was found. Also discovered in the car were 2 cans of gasoline and a propane tank in the trunk. So they found him. He also got burnt too. So he's in the hospital, and the families are just hoping he dies. Just die. That's what they want.
I'm sure he's hoping he dies too, because if he goes to jail, he's going to die worse.
Oh, they gonna rape him.
Yeah.
And shank him.
Yeah.
So it's all over for him. Yeah. The other story that is disturbing in child custody cases is this child out of Houston, who I believe is 5 years old, Malia. I'm sorry, yeah. I get very emotional when it comes to children. Miss Diva loves the kids, okay? And I don't want to see any baby ever get mistreated or, I just don't. So the stepdad of missing 4-year-old girl says he was abducted and knocked unconscious when she disappeared. And the reason why I'm pausing right here, y'all see my facial expression, is because I call bullshit. Because how you gonna be knocked out for 24 hours unless they drugged you? Now maybe they knocked you out, cold cocked you, and doped you up. Plausible, but I doubt it. You better call Saul. Either way, he is saying that she disappeared, okay? Like some kind of way, him and his other child miraculously were not taken, but the 4-year-old vanished. Her brother and stepdad were abducted by a trio of mysterious men. Yet for reasons still unknown, everyone but Malia was released safely. Now, we probably know, we've seen this time and time again, and we know how this is going to end. The baby dead. He probably hit across the head, threw across the room, beat her a little bit too hard because he can't stand her. That's not his child. Unfortunately, some men, they want the woman, but they really don't want the burden of caring for the child, knowing they're going into a situation with someone that already has children, and they still will mistreat the child that is not their blood. It happens. Trust me. So the Texas authorities are scrambling to find her, and the Houston police have now dubbed him a person of interest right now. They said because there's a lot of holes in this story, kind of like a lot of holes in this week's episode of Game of Thrones. But either way, his name is Darian Vince. Malia and his son were on their way to the airport Friday night to pick up her mother, who was flying in from Massachusetts. Now, the mom was out of town, so that lets me know something probably happened over the weekend while he was supposed to be caring for this child. And so he said, you know, wait a minute, y'all, I wish y'all could see this picture. Oh my God, it's hilarious. Like, dude, really, you got cold cocked in the head. I wish y'all could see this. And so anyway, the problem with this whole story is this child has been taken from the home before for abuse. She's suffered trauma, head injuries, brain surgeries twice. Now, one of my friends who is a district attorney in ADA in Dallas County, she was sharing with me that the goal is for the child to be returned to their home. As long as the people meet the things and standards that they're supposed to meet, the child can be returned. And she says, unfortunately, even she's had a case where that ended horribly. Like, let me just say this. People pretend well. And I love this country, but at the same time, I think sometimes we just allow too much to go on because they're afraid of infringing on someone's constitutional rights. Okay. But sometimes we're gonna have to just put pen to paper and start revoking some things for people. Some people just shouldn't be parents. If a child has suffered brain trauma in the custody of her parents, particularly if it's the stepfather, that baby should have never been returned to that situation. So now she might be in a gutter, buried in the woods. We don't know. She could be in the Gulf of Mexico because Galveston is right down the street from Houston. I mean, we don't know. But prayers up for her. Prayers up for Zoe, Malia, you little angels. I'm so sorry that you had to come into this world and be traumatized by it. And social services, governments, y'all need to start funding these programs. Number one, paying higher salaries so people that actually are interested would really want to do it, okay? Number two, you need to start staffing, whether you want to or not. I don't care if you got to get it from a private foundations probably out there that are willing to help and fund. If some rich people are interested in doing it, hell. But either way, we've got to do something because these stories happen. I see it in the headlines. It's disturbing. We've got to protect our children because they are our children, okay? But anyways, we're going to come back. We're still waiting for our studio guest, Diva Cat. Hopefully she'll be here after this break. About Miss Sophia the Diva on BFAM 109.6. You are watching A Diva Disturbed. I hate doing this segment right there.
Yeah, she gone to the hospital. The kid had gone to the hospital 2 times before that incident.
Yeah.
They're getting hit. 2 instances. How was the child not taken back? Like, how did defects not step in after the second time?
Well, they met.
I understand the first time.
They met the conditions. That's all they ever say. I mean, they met the conditions.
The conditions for what? Take your kid back, and now the kid's gone. That's some silly shit right there.
That really is. That's just pure craziness. Okay, we're time.
All right, so while you're in a break right now, if you come back in a minute and 48 seconds, can you text your friend or something and let them know I'll be coming down?
Okay.
Yeah, say, hey guys, I'm coming down in my brave shirt, gray shirt. Let me know when you're at the door. And when she comes here, you just point at me and I'll go. I did go back to what you're supposed to.
Which one?
When you put a picture up there. So I had an idea what she looked like.
I'm trying to go on my Instagram. Can you not go into your inbox?
I am not on Instagram. I'm on Facebook twice, YouTube, and radio station. Which, by the way, you're listening to us live on BFAM 109.6. This is the second show, actually, that we are going live. Your music from your artists, Eminence Pro, Facts Only, OC, QO, my bad, QO, and a DJ named Roach. Those will all be returning to you right after the show.
My friend Michelle said, "Tell white chocolate I'll be."
Yeah, I might not be back.
No, my friend Michelle, she on here. She said, "Tell white chocolate I'm here."
Hey, where'd I go? You got 36 seconds.
Okay.
What's
the
up?
number?
Was it Michelle?
6, 7, 8. No, that's Michelle that's online.
Hey,
right
Michelle.
now. Let's get into this reality TV. Okay, so I sent her a message, a comment. You should be able to do that, but okay. All right, what is up, everybody? It's your girl, Miss Sophia the Diva. We're back here on BFAM 109.6. You are watching A Diva Disturbed. I'm your girl, Miss Sophia the Diva. So our last segment was a little heavy, so I'm going to hit y'all with some stuff real quick, because when I left off the other segment, I forgot. Y'all know I got ADD, so sometimes my mind, if I don't take my meds, I have time, my brain be all over the place. It's kind of like how people be complaining about folk who start projects and never finish in home, like you start cleaning the kitchen and you in the bathroom, the bedroom. That's how my life is pretty much without meds. Okay. But either way, I was trying to tell you about who the people in my neighborhood. So some chick in my apartment complex truly believes she could sing because somebody told that baby she could say, probably a church member, talking about let him use you. No, this is not her ministry, okay? This is not. And then Saturday night, I had to listen to 2 hours nonstop of her. Ooh, I believe it. Future. And I was like, what the is going on? I started to go outside and take a boot and throw it at her.
Ooh.
And she really be out there singing her heart out. I said, is she practicing for Sunday service? Y'all got her on the praise and worship team? No, baby, that's not what you want. You know, even I know my voice is for karaoke. Okay. That's when you go down there to the bar, you can sing, people will cheer you on. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe she got to the karaoke bar and they told her, baby, you can sing. Then on the end, we got the baby kids and her baby daddy, husband, boyfriend, whatever you want to call him, baby. These two. I said, now, as soon as I hear him say, bitch, I'm going to kill you, I'm calling 911. Okay. One time, okay, last Friday, I was walking my dog, come outside. He's standing, because we have two entrances. You have a front entrance and a back entrance. He was in the back entrance that faces the courtyard. I'm talking about, fuck this shit. I don't need this bitch. Fuck her. And I was like, keep walking. Just keep walking. This puppy don't look at him. Because my dog, my Shih Tzu, I have a little Shih Tzu named is Pumpkin. I call her Nosy White Woman. Because she always will roll up in a conversation and just start talking to people, okay? Because she's like, hey, I'm friendly. How are you? What's going on here? So then the other morning, I'm sitting there, you know, I'm walking the dog again. She in their car, okay? And some of y'all have already heard this, but I got to share it with my other people here on BFAM. So she's in the car with the children. These children, Lord help, they always get excited when they see my dog. I'm like, please don't come in there, dog. Because truthfully, my Shih Tzu is not used to being around children, and she don't particularly care for them. They make her nervous, and she kind of just cowers away from them. So either way, he comes outside, and right when he comes outside, she just back up and just roll out. He's like, oh, this is what we doing? You just gonna leave me? Fuck you then.
Wow.
I said, we need to get to know our neighbors. We need to have a barbecue in the courtyard or something. I need to get to know these people. Then you got white chicks who obviously grew up around black people. They trying to go to the south side here in Atlanta to pick up some dude. And then her Mexican friend or Latina friend telling her, girl, don't go pick him up without him giving you some money. You make sure he get in the car. Before he get in the car, girl, he give you the money. She's like, girl, I know that's right, because I need my gas money. I was like, you know what, y'all crazy in these apartments. I love these apartments. This is great material for my next stand-up gig, okay? But anyways, y'all get to know y'all neighbors. It's crazy. But seriously, though, with that couple, if I hear some stuff go down, I have no hesitation calling 911. Them children need their mama, because trust me, nobody gonna want them to bad kids. Ooh, they bad. I love them. but they bad. Oh, let me not say that. They're creatively curious. Curious. That's a good term for it. Creatively curious to the point where they can injure themselves. But that's all I can say about that. Either way, let's get into this episode of Game of Thrones. Oh, Lord Jesus. So much happened. Let me look at my notes, people. Let me look at my notes. Okay. So the great battle has been won. Minister Jon Snow is eulogizing all the dead bodies that are left. Okay. My friend said, oh, girl, do need to get some gas money. Baby, if a man ain't got cash app in this day and age, I'm disturbed by that too. You cash out me $20, but I understand she might not show up in her souped up Corolla. But either way, cash out me my money, okay? So the battle is over. You know, Jorah, I didn't touch on it last week, but it was really sad. He had unrequited love for Dany, Queen of the Dragons, the Mad Queen, and he died never getting to hit that. That just was really sad. That really touched me. I said, "Po Jorah, rest in peace, buddy." You know, you got Lady Lyanna. But you know, Jon gave this wonderful eulogy and laid everybody to rest, and people were talking about, I thought it would be more bodies. I was like, yeah. Y'all terrible. Everybody saying they goodbyes, but Sansa is trying to tell Dany and everybody else trying to tell this chick, look, Heifer, we are tired, we battle worn, half your force is gone. We can't be out here trying to fight Cersei and we don't know what she got up her sleeve. And let me say this. When that first dragon got shot, didn't y'all think that maybe we should get some body armor for the daggone dragons? That's what I felt like. Because they're not invincible. Yes, they can heal, but baby, but anyway, before I get to that, let's talk about that. So, let's see. Sansa finds out the truth about Jon. As a matter of fact, I love this one meme that's going around social media. It's like the Beatles trying to convince what is it? Who's the one that let John Lennon that Yoko Ono is bad? So Dany is Yoko Ono in this whole family dynamic, okay? And Sansa and Arya like, you our brother, you know we love you. Oh, back up, because y'all know I'm excited. I get excited about Game of Thrones. But during the feast, y'all notice how Dany was just sitting there hating because everybody was loving on the Stark family. Baby, this is the North. We already told you could never take no. And why the hell was Arya not around there? You know, celebrate, because she the one who saved everybody, not Dany. Dany out there trying to stick people and didn't even know what the hell she was doing out there in the background. But if she can pick up a sword, Sam, your behind has no excuse why the next time a fight break out, you can't stab somebody. That's all I'm saying. But either way, you know, the goodbyes are coming in. Sam and Gilly, little Sam survived, and they want to name the new baby because Gilly actually has a legitimate father that's not related to her that procreated with her. So they're going to have a baby. John said he wants a baby named after him. Brienne gets deflowered by Jaime. Poor Tormund lost out. Bronn finally shows up, honey, and he is a mercenary still. You know, he can't kill his boys. Jaime and Tyrion, his homeboys, he can't kill them. So either way, he's talking about, y'all better give me something. And then I think Tyrion was like, fine, you can have Highgarden. You know, that's where the Lannister family is from. So Bronn said, okay, well, y'all still got to fight. So I'm going to kick back. Y'all better not die in this battle. Jaime finds out that Cersei is in trouble. He knows that Cersei is allegedly pregnant by him. Let me say allegedly because I don't know if Cersei is pregnant for real or she just telling everybody she's pregnant by whoever she sleep with. Okay, hell, for all we know, she could be pregnant by the hand of the king of that mountain dude, the Hound's brother. But either way, before they leave Winterfell, Sansa, Bran, and Arya and Jon all have a meeting, and Jon tells them who he is. Now, mind you, Dany then asked him to keep it a secret, talking about she in love with him. Don't fall for it, Jon. She don't love you. She going mad, and it's a setup. Okay, don't fall for that. No matter how good the cookie is, don't let it crumble and mess up your judgment. So he swears them to secrecy. Sansa immediately tells Tyrion. Tyrion tells Varys, and now they're trying to conspire to get rid of Danny, because she's going mad. She's not making rational decisions, okay? And she's really not going to make any rational decisions because on their way home, which I forget what her castle is, but the house of the Targaryens, baby, I was not ready. I tried to take nerve pills when I'm watching Game of Thrones because it makes my nerves bad, okay? My nerves, my blood pressure shoot up, everything. I thought it was going to be calm, all quiet on the rest of the front. All of a sudden, after Skywraker gets shot, and I was like, oh my God, they killed the dragon. And they shot him multiple times, and he just went crashing into the sea. I was like, oh Lord, I can't take this. And let me tell you about this. What kind of dragon protection y'all got going on over there at restaurants? This is terrible. I was so hurt. I was like, oh my God, they killed another dragon. This is terrible. So anyway, we got a dragon dead, Euron and the Iron Fleet that showed up. Missandei been kidnapped. Grey Worm like, Missandei, where's my Missandei? Hey, we got our studio guest in the house.
Okay. You can't be mean.
It is going to be Miss Nima Cat. Come on in here, girl.
Okay. I left all of my lipstick in the car. So
Oh, Lord.
sorry, guys. I'll be licking my lips the whole interview, but I promise I'm not.
So anyway, I have all these cameras up, so it's all good. And then his cameras are right there. That's the main one.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, y'all, welcome Miss Nima Katz. Nima is a fellow comedian. I just recently met her. I said, oh my God, I have to get her on my show because number one, let me tell y'all, all my Texas people out there, guess where she's from? Dallas! And she knows all of Lincoln High School in the house. I know Tiffany Young, you probably would be so happy to hit it because you left Law Magnet when we were all in high school and went to Lincoln and abandoned us. But whatever, shout out to her. She's in the runoff right now in Dallas. Y'all better make it out, Dallas County, and vote for Tiffany A. Young. But either way, Nima, tell us a little bit about you. Tell us, how long you've been doing comedy. Why did you get into it? And I also want you to share about your actual career path.
Oh, wow. That was an interesting last emphasis on that thing. Okay, so which camera should I do it?
You can look at you can look
Actually,
either way.
this works for both of them.
Okay.
Hi guys, I'm Nima Cat, and I'm a stand-up comedian. I also do skits and plays and everything of the sort. But that is a horrible interview etiquette. But so I do comedy. I've been doing it seriously for the last year, and I first started in undergrad so many years ago. Got booed my third time on stage, got off, and decided to go to medical school. So, so that's how that happened, and I'm loving it. I've been having fun with it.
Okay. So, and that's interesting that she shared that because anyone who knows my story knows I got into comedy because I failed the bar exam. That's how I ended up.
We're all over here.
Comedy in some way has, and I always say that University of Tulsa's College of Law graduated comedians because I have another fellow classmate that's also a stand-up comedian. Shout out to Clint.
We're desperate professional students.
That's what happens.
This is a joke. Life is a joke. I did everything I was supposed to do. I checked all of the boxes, and here I am, like the rest of the clowns. I'm gonna be here.
Yeah. Never thought about doing stand-up. Spent many years watching Def Comedy Jam on Saturday, Sunday nights, and that's just what happened.
Okay, so that's different for me because I've always dreamed of doing stand-up. When I was like 4, I was singing with my friends. We had like a creative little dance group that was singing, and my grandmother was like, "Stop, please, you cannot sing." And I was like, "Oh, all right." So now I'm going to do these jokes because apparently I cannot wound anyone.
You can't sing?
No, I can't sing.
Did you live in her apartment?
No, she don't.
I thought that was that lady you're trying to introduce.
Oh God, no,
you got 2 kids in her band.
You missed it earlier, but I have a neighbor who the past week I've seen her and she was singing the Tank song. And I was like, oh my God, we're all gonna die. We're just gonna die right here in Smyrna. Then 2 hours on Saturday, I had to listen to her sing on her patio. And I was like, if I had a stiletto that I didn't mind sharing, I would throw it at her. Okay, it was horrible. My parents also told me not to sing either, but I decided to become an attorney. I'm supposed to be an entertainment attorney. I was always supposed to be behind the scenes, and I ended up being on the scene.
Why do you say I was supposed to be? Are you not still working towards a competition?
I am in school counseling now. I'm becoming a school counselor.
So you are going to be something else.
Yes.
So then you weren't supposed to be that.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with my life.
You're just supposed to enjoy it, gain knowledge, experiences, and have fun.
And it helps. It helps
Yeah.
because it helps me be able to basically deconstruct a lot of things that other people don't see certain perspectives and angles that people that have gone to any type of law school is like boot camp.
Absolutely.
It's like boot camp. They break you down the first year, just like in boot camp. They break you down the first 2 weeks, and then they work on building you back up your latter weeks, or in our case, years in law school. And I assume medical school is that way.
The same exact thing.
Yeah.
They're like, forget the language that you once spoke, and here are some new words.
Yes, yes.
And this is how you're going to use these words, okay?
Yes, I had a
Now
manager.
go off and do that.
I had a manager who used my own legalese words against me at one point. She's like, well, you're the one who said time is of the essence. I want to say, is that a new phrase you just learned? Because you're free to use it, but do you know how to use it?
Why did she tell you not to say that?
No, she just was using it as far as attacking me for how I spoke.
Right.
You know, heaven forbid the Negro uses big words in phrases. Okay.
Don't get her started.
Anyway,
Don't get her started.
I just slipped off a pretty little bow and underneath this Pandora spot.
yes, there is. So we're still, me and my therapist are working on that.
Okay.
Yes, yes. And by the way, she's going into psychiatry, people. So, you know, who knows, maybe we can, maybe
feel apart, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What year?
Huh?
Oh no, I graduated medical
She's
school.
done.
You're done.
Yeah, I'm done. I've passed the first 2 license exams for the national license, and I need to pass the last one. So she's
Nice.
prayers up.
You one of them smart girl Texas?
Oh no, I'm just a regular old Texas girl. That's what we do. We just work there.
All of us are smart that graduate. That's all of us.
I see the sign on the door.
All what?
There's no fake shit in here. I'm just a good girl.
You know what? Law school.
That's the
For real?
that's true.
Law school made me realize I wasn't smart.
Really?
It really did.
I realized I was smart.
Let me not say this. I'm not
Smart.
as smart as what I thought I was.
Okay.
That's okay.
But I enjoyed it. I learned a lot. I may still get my license to practice. As a matter of fact, I have been challenged. Okay, Yolanda, if you're watching out there, I have been challenged where I will, if I pass before Kim Kardashian, a lot of great things are going to happen for me financially. Okay, thanks. Okay.
I know that I said that I was paying for you to take the test.
Yes.
For her.
Yes. So
Okay.
I'm definitely going to, I'm going to work on that. But right now I've got to get through Clark Atlanta, get through the counseling program. And I've had 2 young ladies come up to me in the past week and told me on 2 separate people, one black, one white, their high school counselors did nothing to help them be successful. And that's disappointing.
I cannot share those sentiments. My high school counselor, shout out to Cynthia Scott, Miss Cynthia Scott. She was amazing. She got me like well over 6 figures worth of scholarships.
Law magnet, we all know who our school counselor is, and I'm not going to speak ill of her because she probably dead and gone. I don't know, but she was awful. Okay, class in 1996 got her up and out. That's all I'm
You
saying.
know that today is teacher appreciation.
I was about to say
I thought it was
that.
nurse appreciation.
It's the all week. It's nurses and teachers
and educators.
and educators.
I'm nurses and educators.
So-
Today's actually teacher
I'm an
appreciation.
educator. Yeah, so I'm a teacher too.
Yeah. So I used to be an adjunct professor. But shout out to all of y'all, particularly.
Except for the one.
Well, she was, I don't know what she was. Either way, I just want to give a special shout out to all the teachers who made me fabulous and great. And rest in peace to 2 of my favorite teachers, Miss Northington and it wasn't Miss Honey, it was Dr. Carol Ferguson. Okay, those were my favorite.
Yeah.
She was my high school history teacher, Dr. Carol Ferguson, and Miss Northington was my 5th grade teacher. She lived in Tulsa, Oklahoma while I was there, actually, and I never knew it until I went to go look. Tell us whether Miss Northington is still alive, and I found out. But either way, so are there any things that are disturbing you in the headlines? So far, we have talked about how these children out here are getting abused and misused.
Children.
by the parents. You know, did you hear the story about the little girl that got burnt up by her father? Okay, and then there's the one where the little girl was mysteriously missing. Now the husband and his biological son made it out, but supposedly they were kidnapped, and the little girl came up missing. Her mama was coming back from a trip, and that little girl missing.
The father and the son and the daughter was kidnapped.
But
They were all
the
kidnapped together.
stepfather, his son,
Uh-huh.
his biological son, and the stepdaughter did not make it out.
We don't know where she is. She
All
gone.
right.
Miraculously got that one.
All right. So, do we need to solve this mystery
We
right now?
already
It's very obvious.
We already know. You know, it's not funny, but you know, it's just like, dude, really? Did you not think we were gonna figure this out?
And the other one is in New York. The guy locked his 3-year-old daughter up in the backseat of the car, chained it shut, put gas in the car, set her on fire.
Wait
You
a
know why?
minute.
You know why?
Girl.
Because he lost a case of feedbacks and wasn't going to see his kid. He told his wife in the courtroom, if you can't have her, nobody's going to have her.
What's the main part?
Louise.
What's the main part? Which one, Nichelle? What's the main part about the missing baby? I don't know about the missing baby. Malia is missing. That's the one out of
That's
Houston.
the one we know.
And then the other one is Zoe. She's the one in New York that got burnt to death. So,
Imagine that 3 years old. You
That's
actually know
right.
your dad. 3 years old, you're talking to him.
Yeah.
He's
so
like, here, get in the back
He
of this car.
wasn't. It was some mental thing going on there. Something wasn't going on.
well, they tried
Because if he's lost custody, there's a reason he lost custody.
Right.
And so
Like, killing your own kid?
dementia,
Slow?
like there's a
it's not
lot
the
of
first time.
mental illness is real, people. That's what I have to say.
It's not the first
Yeah, that was
time.
the other thing, too. The child had been to the doctors twice before that day with injuries that had come from the father.
Yeah. See
The
how this-
stepdad,
The
Malia.
stepdad.
From Malia in
From Malia.
Houston, the
Right.
one that's missing.
Oh, the one that's missing, right.
The one that's missing.
That's not the third one. That's the
Uh-oh.
other one. My fault.
So it's just very telling of our times, and I know it's a psychological
Because I
thing.
feel like this has been going on forever.
It has, but it's
Since
just
the
very
beginning of
telling
time.
of how people I'm like, did you really think even Scooby-Doo and gang saw this, okay? We don't know where the body is, but we know she's not alive. I'm
We
willing
know
to
where
bet
it
Who
that.
knows where it is?
Yeah. I don't know. This is the psychopath in me. I don't allow things like that to like stir me because I know that these are things that have always happened, that are happening now, and that will continue to happen. Just people are not always, screws are not where they're as tight as they should be. And different circumstances produce different results. Horrendous things are going to always happen, like war. So I like acknowledge it, and then I don't get too caught up in the emotion or the sensation. Sensationalism. I do, because I'm just an empath. I know.
I'm a true
I
empath.
that too, but I don't experience like I don't know from that.
Well,
kind of stuff.
It always concerned me, and that's why I'm kind of glad that my life didn't pan out the way I thought it was.
Mhm.
Because when I was in law school, I clerked for the public defender's office. I worked the felony docket. I used to go home some nights and cry.
Wow.
And I had to talk to some of the attorneys. I was like, how do y'all manage this? Because it's emotional when you know your client is innocent. And no, now some of them were bad, but there are certain clients that I had that I dealt with that I knew were innocent. And there wasn't much we could do because of how the police or the investigation.
Well, whether they were innocent or not, it's like I didn't go into law. That was one of probably my first ideas as a young child. But I didn't go into it because I feel like the laws are unjust and the way that things work out, the system, like I don't want to have to try to navigate through the system. I want everything to be black and white as it is in the body. Like health is non-negotiable. Your liver is going to be your liver. Everything else, it's not a negotiation. So I understand how you could feel bad if someone's innocent. I feel bad even if they're guilty. Like you're going to jail for 10 years for selling weed and it's now legal. There's your life because someone thought that was smart.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't deal with law. But good luck with that. With all of you fighting the good fight in law school.
Yes, because the majority of my friends, all of
We
us,
thank you. We
we're
thank
law
you.
school grads. Okay.
We thank you for taking that sacrifice.
So let's get off the heavy stuff.
Yes.
Let's see what else.
Let's talk
So
about
do you
some
watch?
ratchet stuff.
So do you watch reality TV?
I have to. It's my bonding time. It's my mate. He loves it. I don't like to watch it, but if I don't watch it, it's like abandonment. For him. Yes, he's like, why are you watching this TV with me? You need to relax. This is gonna help you.
I love it because
Man,
I was like, I don't want to watch this. I want to read my book.
okay, well that's good too because I do both. Let me tell y'all real quick. Do not, I repeat, do not do like me. Everybody know me. Know I fall asleep with the ID channel on. But right now I'm reading this book by the now deceased Michelle McNamara, Patton Oswalt's wife. She wrote the book about the Golden State Killer. Y'all know I love watching serial killer movies and all this stuff. So either way, she wrote this book, I'll Be Gone in the Dark, and it's a nonfiction book. And so y'all, one night I was reading that and ID channel was in the background and I fell asleep. Let's just say my dreams are very disturbing. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't do that. Don't do that. So
I hope your therapist is watching this.
no, he's not.
So I heard you talking about the Game of Thrones. What's up with that?
Yes. So Game of Thrones, okay. So before we're gonna pause on that, but we're gonna come back. We're gonna talk about a little bit about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about Real Housewives of Potomac. I didn't watch Portia this week. She got on my nerves last week. I can't do it because she annoys me. I love her, but she annoys me. But either way, we're going to come back and we're going to continue the segment on reality and scripted TV. I'm Miss Sophia the Diva. This is Nima Cat. And you're watching the Diva Disturb on BFAM 109.6. All right.
Are they still watching us?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, you guys see
the only thing you don't know is you're not the
I don't care how you feel about it.
They don't expect us to be prim and proper. They
Either
don't.
way, my nose is itching.
Our friends say. Malia and her precious injuries. Yeah.
Spell.
All of that.
Spell your name.
NEMAKATT.
Any comments on YouTube?
On Facebook, it's comedian Nima Cat. And then on Instagram, it's just Nima Cat.
Who do you know here? Already, comedian wise. You know Otis Hickey?
No.
You know T-Ray Sanders? I'm just saying about the people that work.
Yeah, I know T-Ray Sanders.
You know T-Ray? Otis is with him too. Otis is my side, not my side guy. He's my partner. He's my Ed McMahon to the radio station. Like my show 200. He's a comedian that works.
Okay.
Yeah,
I know.
He's at the Laughing Skull right now. Laughing Skull's kicking.
Oh, word. Interesting.
Laughing Skull had an interesting
Couple
controversy.
interesting nights the other night.
No, because that comedy festival that they had, there were no black female comedians in it.
And
But whose fault is that?
The
That's not there. They all entered it, but some of them.
But they're really
You know how many
into it.
black comedians there are?
I just think,
Come
you
on,
know what,
man.
because I'm not back on the saddle like I used to be. Like I shared with you the other night. I used to go up 3-4 nights a week, and I can tell I'm rusty. There were certain jokes that I ran through last week. I went to the Tilted Kill, and I was like, what the hell? Like my timing was off, and I was like, I need to really get back into this. Because I just feel awkward still. And I don't know why, because I used to be so comfortable with the stage. But now it's kind of like...
Is the Tilted Kill growing at all? I haven't been up to that place in a while.
It was interesting. She did well. I loved it because she did what I've been told to do, to call the room.
Why
and
not?
That's what it was hilarious because the people would not be... It was like being in study hall in a library. That's what it was like. It was a group all the way in the back. And then they had the bar area... And then a couple people were kind of paying attention, but not really. It was hilarious. But it's okay because in those rooms, excuse my language, but yeah, who gives a damn?
Yeah, right.
Because that way you can just run your material. That's the
You
whole
don't have
point.
to excuse your language.
Oh, well, I thought you said we couldn't say the F-bomb.
You have not followed that rule since first.
I know, it always drops at least once. I love that word. I love the texture of it. I do.
Word.
I love it.
This is your show. You got to make it.
Even though people say I don't sound right cursing, but it's part of my vernacular.
I think that's the biggest thing. Is when you put brains and then you say fuck, you just lose.
But you know what? There is a study out that says that some of the smartest people on the planet curse.
Oh, good. I know. I'm sorry.
And talk like sailors.
17 seconds.
All right. So.
Okay, so we're doing Love and Hip Hop and
Yeah. We're going to run through. Did you watch Real Housewives of Potomac?
I watched the review instead of watching.
Then you'll be fine because
I'll be fine.
I don't have much to say. What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Miss Sophia the Diva, back here on the Diva Disturb on BFAM 109.6. If you want to be part of the conversation, y'all know I never remember the daggone phone number. Call in at 678-383-4378. My special guest tonight is comedian Nima Cat. Go ahead and do it, girl. You go ahead and do it. What you
Oh, hell no.
Atlanta.
You got to say your whole name and roll that.
Oh, what?
I need a sound clip.
Are
Come
we
on
talking
now.
to Atlanta? Who are we talking to?
We talking
right
to
now?
everybody.
You're talking to Europe too.
Oh, well, hello,
Please.
Atlanta, Europe, Texas, Dallas, to be specific. You are talking to your favorite, newest bad girl comedy, Nima Cat. Meow.
I see.
Oh, I'm totally
The future is Nima. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and call that. Y'all heard it
like
here. Okay. So before Nima came in, we had gotten into Game of Thrones. I don't remember exactly. I just know I got really emotional because y'all know how I feel about the dragons because I want a pet dragon. And I also was mad at Jon Snow and what's his name? Aegon Targaryen. Because number one, you knew good and hell well Sansa can't hold water. And why you didn't say about a ghost? Why you didn't say about a ghost?
Well, I
He
don't
just
think,
left that
I
darn
don't,
wolf.
I don't think it was about him not telling her so that she won't tell anyone. It was like his loyalty, his, I don't know, his like honor. He had to tell her because that's his family.
He's so honorable.
So that's why he told her. Now she told someone else as a tactic, but he didn't use it as a tactic to tell her.
Littlefinger taught her well. I will say that.
Do you think we'll see at the
I
end
think-
how it all turns out?
I think in the end, it poor Gendry. I felt bad. Everybody got their heart broken. Tormund got
Oh,
broken.
come on. Gendry needs to get over it. Like,
Gendry-
you gave him one piece of ass, and he's like bending. Like, oh my God.
He gave her.
Arya has some good kitty cat. Shout out to you, Arya. Okay, I always do this bit about the levels of good. And she has like a level 3 or 4 right now. Like, that's the proposed level. If you've never been proposed to, okay, so you're at level 3. But if you've never been proposed to, you probably got level 1 or level 2 or some shit.
How many levels are there?
There's 5 levels.
She
I had to
sounds
keep
like
it
me
simple.
with the men
Yeah,
of the
we're not about to
value.
spread this out. Either you got it or you don't.
I
Right?
got it. I like
Either you got the goods. or
Yes,
you
many,
don't.
many moons.
Ladies, I'm single. If you're not a 4 or 5, don't come.
You sure you want that 4 or 5? You don't even
I don't know.
what that 4 or 5
I don't know,
is.
but I want to try it out. I don't know what a 4
Let me
is.
just say 4 involves handcuffs. Like,
Oh
What?
no!
that 4
This
I
is
need
some-
a 4 and a
If you've
half.
never seen the show Billions, watch season 1, episode 1, the opening scene. That's what she talking about.
I've never seen that show, but listen, like that 4 pussy would have you like jumping out of the bushes. Like, I don't know if you want 4 pussy.
Maybe that's why my ex
Yeah.
used to jump out the bush.
You're
Yeah.
4. You remember on Harlem Nights when he called his wife and said he's never coming home?
Oh, yeah.
That's like a 4 pussy. That's
Yeah.
that immediately.
What was her
I'm
name?
guarding
You know what her name was?
Sunshine.
Sunshine.
Michelle.
When I spit my legs,
She
the
likes
sunshine
you.
comes out.
Hi, Michelle. Is it Michelle?
Michelle.
Hi, Michelle. Follow me on Instagram at Nima Cat with 2 T's.
She's crazy.
Yes.
But
yeah,
Michelle?
that's their
I
4
like
pussy.
talking.
That's the 4 pussy.
that's my friend's white
Yeah.
chocolate.
Michelle
She's
white
crazy. But it's just one of those things. I think that, it was interesting how people on the show are losing their virginity. Like Brienne of Tarth, I wanted Tormund to get her because I felt like Tormund and her were more
He would
compatible.
have told her
Tore it up.
When
Tore it up.
Tormund was a
totally
man
agree.
who cannot drink you under the table because more drink ends up in his beard than
No, and then he's from beyond the walls, so
Ooh,
they're
wow.
known for tunneling.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The redhead
that's
girl
right.
told Jon Snow, like,
Yep.
this is what they do. Like, you gotta eat
Yes.
it before you eat it. It's
Oh
cold
yeah,
out
and,
here.
you
have
know
to
that's
warm
the
it
best
up.
way because that's the best way to orgasm. Really, that is the only way. Okay.
I thought this show was rated PG.
No, honey, we're nasty
Negative.
too. Diva is unfiltered these days. I used to be the cute little church preacher's kid, but now I'm over 40 and I just am out of F's to give.
Are you out there? I still have so many more to give. Call me. No, I'm just kidding.
I just don't. I'm
You
gonna
need
be.
an F? I'll
I'm
give it to
free
you.
to
I
be
have
me.
plenty of F's to give. I'm
But-
under 40.
But I don't think
And
that.
full of F's.
But here's the thing, Jamie, when he left, I don't think Jamie left Brienne because he wanted to leave her. I think he was going to protect the baby, not Cersei, because he don't care. Cersei done sent somebody to kill you and your brother. Okay,
You think so?
No, you did, Michelle. I was naughty and nasty before you met me. I was just repressed, you know, because I wasn't somewhere to get behind closed doors.
Michelle is interesting because
she's like my big sister. Okay. She's like my big sister.
She probably doesn't appreciate those quotes. You couldn't just say she's like.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I just felt like using it because I like to talk with my hands.
She's like my play cousin.
Yeah, she is. But she is. She's like a mentor, a big sister. I've learned so much from her. Okay, do consider moving to her. What's wrong with our wireless today? I'm sorry, guys. Hopefully it'll reconnect. If not, YouTube is still live. But I don't know. I don't know. I just felt like Jamie. I said, Jamie's still Jamie. Because remember, we all were like, we love Jamie. And he was like, you asshole. He just took her cookies
cool. He just
and left.
Listen, that is not an asshole, okay? First of all, she wanted him. She wanted to give it up to him, okay? Really? Come on. She liked it. But he's going back to his sister, okay? That's who he's been giving it to. And that's what women don't understand. Like, you can love someone else and still have a person that you have dedicated your heart and your soul to. And that's why you side chicks are going to continue to be disappointed, because you just need to accept.
And by the way, don't forget the Diva does have Diva side chicks. Survivor Kids, or I can teach you how to create your own. All right.
Oh, yeah. You need to stay away from that Diva survival.
Me and I have one for you. Just get you some condoms, but bring your own condom.
Men do not.
And bring
bleach.
bleach.
Aren't those gone?
I don't want to say that because HIV
is still real, but so many people are like on PrEP and all that stuff now.
Okay, now that's something we can talk about, but we said we're not going to get serious. So,
well, let's see how much
All I'm
Charlie
going to
got.
say is I'm not having sex with anyone that I feel like I need to take a pill.
Exactly.
Just in case. I'm just going to use a condom. So
but in the communities,
it's not an aspirin, okay? You can't just pop this and hope you never have a heart attack. And even on the commercial, they make it seem like you can still get it. I ain't gonna say they make it seem like they're letting you know because you can still get it. They're like, oh, if you begin PrEP and then you start having flu-like symptoms, come in so we can check and make sure you're still negative because you could possibly be positive. Yeah. Don't take it, okay? If you think someone, first of all, know your status, know your partner's status, and get tested. And yeah, if you think someone has HIV, use a condom.
You know,
if you think someone has HIV, don't fuck them.
Well, we can't say that because people still want to have sex.
But it's interesting.
You can't choose nobody else.
But it's interesting to me because
70 billion people in this world.
There's people that choose to have sex with HIV positive
and marry them.
I'm not one of them.
I have a couple of friends that married HIV positive partners, like males. My gay male friends.
Isn't that still a charge though? Isn't that still a charge?
No, they know.
HIV and you have sex with somebody else.
No, they know.
Can I steer the conversation?
Okay, here we go. Nima's
so Real Housewives of Potomac.
Okay, here we go. So Real Housewives of Potomac, as y'all know.
No, speaking of gay, isn't Ashley's husband being sued for sexually assaulting a man?
Yes.
Isn't he?
Yes.
That's really good. But what I don't think Ashley has a problem with his bisexuality. Like, Are we? I think we're in 2019.
Yeah, it is.
I think it's about time we're in that space where bisexual partners is becoming acceptable.
Well, that's because now that everyone is so sexually free and fluid, and it's always all these different. And please, people don't come at me. I'm just stating what I feel right now. I'm confused. A lot of times I'm confused because when people say I'm polyamorous or I'm sexually fluid, I feel like, well, ain't that just bisexuality? I mean, why?
No, those all mean
I know, but that's how. Now I do know because now we have transgender. That means that if you are sexually fluid, that means you just kind of would flow with them too, even though they might have breast and a penis, or a penis and breast.
Okay, let me help you out.
Okay,
there are many definitions of all those things, and that is fine.
Because
whatever you want to be, I'm going to call
and
you.
And I don't care what you
What
do.
I have a problem with, and I'm telling you right now, I have a problem. I don't care if you're LGBTQ, ABCD, FG, ZYXWV. I don't care. Don't call me a cis woman.
What's that?
I'm a woman. It means you were born female. You were born completely cis female. I'm like, no, I'm not a cis female. You can call yourself a cis female.
I'm a female.
I'm just a female. I understand.
What does that mean?
It means you are born naturally female.
So you get tagged for that?
So we're getting
Oh,
a
you know, in the
name.
state of California,
us
you
a
get to
name.
pick who you gonna be.
So what are you? Oh, I'm a trans woman. You're a cis woman. No. You're a trans woman. I'm a woman.
A woman, I believe.
Biological woman. You can
Okay.
say that. I'll take that. But you're not gonna come to cis
And
woman.
and I will say the number one problem I have with all of the sexuality, especially when men become women, I'm just like, to me personally, you are a full-fledged woman when your ass bleed every month. Then I will call you a full. Please don't
And
try
the
to
other way
demean
around,
me
too.
for being
Not
a
the bleeding,
full-fledged woman, because I've
Yeah.
had that happen too, where people have said things like, somebody was saying that we as Black women appropriate from gay men or something like that, and I was like, y'all steal from us.
Well, anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will call you whatever you want to be called.
I still love you though, but I didn't appreciate that.
Answer to cis woman.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I am all woman, I don't want to be
I don't
want to be a pronoun either, because that's the other sexuality is non-binary. I didn't know what that was until I had to Google it and look it up, because that means that they don't identify as him or her.
Okay, so let's do some rapid.
Okay, so real quick, let's get into Real Housewives of Potomac, because I just want to touch on a couple of things. Giselle, you are a product of your own making. You destroyed your relationship with Karen by being messy. I don't understand in our society how people get mad when folk don't share all their business with them. Sometimes some of us like to move in silence, not because we don't love you, but because we know you can't hold water. Just like saying someone and run and tell that, I can't tell certain people all of my business. Okay, that's why Karen moved in silence, because you saw how Robin and you were acting when you found out Karen might be broke ass. I mean, look at you. Y'all are terrible. And then Ashley, that soft porn y'all did, I was disgusted. I wanted to throw up. Oh my God, I was disgusted. I was like, y'all, and bravo, y'all could have edited that scene out. You could have just showed her doing yoga. We would have been all right with that. And Candace and Miss Dorothy, aka Gertrude, her mom, I like to call her Gertrude because she act like a Gertrude. But first of all, before you start trying to go in on your daughter, you need to do something about that terrible weed. But I know there's some bundles that she's been selling you. That's wrong, Miss Dorothy. You were looking bad. But that was 40 years ago, Miss Dorothy. You a psychotherapist. Let that shit go. If she want to have a relationship with her brother that was a bastard born outside the confines of your marriage, so be it. Leave Candace alone. And Candace, get independent, girl. You got a husband. Your mama should not be financially supporting y'all. Y'all need to get together. Shout out to Chris for telling her that. I like Chris Bassett. He good for you, girl. And Monique, your husband good for you because he told you right. You sitting up there telling Sherman's business thinking you're going to hurt Giselle, but you forgot you actually were hurting Sherman, and he got children. Didn't nobody need to do that. Anyway, I need money. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. Okay.
All that means a commercial.
All right, y'all. So it's that time for me to appeal to your wallets and your pockets. D.L. Hughley said, the pussy is shaped like a wallet. There's no reason why a woman should be broke. Therefore, there's no reason why a Diva Disturbed should be broke right now. No, true. But either way, this shout out to Starship. By the way, I need to come by and visit y'all. Probably come visit y'all this week for sponsoring a Diva Disturbed. I'm so grateful to you guys. If y'all don't know, that is an adult novelty store located right here off of Cobb and Windy Hill.
Okay. You know what they told me they were?
Huh?
I went in there to ask them what they really were. They said we're a head shop.
For what?
What that mean, y'all?
You have to tell me. I don't know either. I just said thank you and walked out. And I know one thing. There was nobody getting head in there. I looked.
Well, maybe there's a glory hole in the back. I don't know.
No, it's called a head shop. If you got porn and dildos and all that.
I thought it was an adult novelty store.
It's called a head shop.
Okay, well, shout out to them for sponsoring a Diva Disturbed. But I would like more sponsors. So if you have a product or event that is coming up, a Diva Disturbed will more than happy, number one, to have you on the show. Number two, we also here at BFAM 109.6 also do live commercials. So if you want us to come out, we will film a commercial for you and you can sponsor my show. Yes, Nichelle, I have a toy store as my sponsor. I have a toy I'm supposed to show y'all, but my producer is scared to bring it to the thing.
He sent it to me.
But either way, y'all, Diva 1977 is my Cash App. Or you can also just contact BFAM 109.6 and you can speak to my producer, David Clark, who can tell you more about how sponsorships work and run. I'm just the talent right now. But every now and then I do get a few coins. Again, all a Diva is asking for is for everyone to give $1 that this falls upon, to my Cash App, Diva 1977. All right. Okay. Wait a minute. Nichelle said, I know you're not intimidated.
Why you
David.
putting extra words in her mouth?
Oh, wait. Is he intimidated? That's what she said. Okay.
Me?
Uh-huh.
I'm Italian. We don't get intimidated.
All right.
Well, let's do the silence. Everybody just shut up. Okay, don't stop. Last segment, come on.
Okay. So now, anyways, I just gave y'all a brief run through. So what did you think about Real Housewives of Potomac?
I think you said enough.
Okay.
I mean, she's passionate about it, ain't she?
She is passionate about it.
Love and Hip Hop ATL. Everyone, Carly Red is the root of all y'all's conflicts and problems.
I think they know that.
And Rashida finally said it, but y'all should have known that 10 seasons ago, or whatever season we in, y'all should have known that. I think that it is unfortunate that a grown-ass woman can't have a civil conversation with a man that she was just trying to have a baby with and just miscarried with. I think it's also petty and wrong that you trying to break up Jock's happy home. I agree with some of my Twitter family people. The real truth is this. Carly Red really still wants Jock, and she's upset that he's with Kendra. So she's trying to break that up. And so she purposely broke it off with Arkansas Mo, who was being honest. And I'm still trying to figure out, y'all, comment down below if y'all know what happened to the baby. Is it a baby, or is this like a grown-ass man that he just happens to now know, you know, is his son? I'm confused. That's what I was confused by, because he kept saying, I've known her for 20 years, or he had been with her for 20 years. I don't know. The woman.
Oh, Jock's girlfriend?
No, not Jock. Carly's now, I guess, ex-fiance.
Oh, well, maybe they have history.
Oh, but either way, I'm very disturbed by this whole thing, because Carly showed up to the cabin trip. First of all, you are not a couple. You and Shekinah are not a couple. Why did you even bother to come? Because then you started all kinds of chaos. Let me tell you something, Kurt, you messed it too. And I'm mad at Mona. What is for its rock say? Mona, bitch. A lie is a lie. I don't care who tells it.
Who said that?
Rashida ain't cheated on no damn Kurt. How much y'all pay her to tell that damn lie? First of all, y'all need to stop with these lies, okay? And Kurt, you wrong, because you just as messy as Carly trying to tell him, ain't you the one who had that sexual position you were talking about with Carly? I was like, you big dumb snuffleupagus. You need to like really chill out. And you two don't need to be giving anybody no type of relationship advice. That's all I'm gonna say. Rashida and Kurt, y'all the last ones. Okay. Now Bambi done told Kendra right. Kid, she talking about don't listen to none of these people out here because they're crazy and they don't know nothing. Okay. They don't. Okay. I think that Jock is probably the smartest and realest. Now I was shocked when he said he had Kendra's name tattooed on his penis.
What?
I said, that's love and dedication. I guess you're going to put a ring on it, because ain't no man tattooing another woman's name. Well, listen, maybe Portia, man. I don't know. He got a tattoo of every woman's name on his body. But either way, and Akbar, V, you are a blocker of your own blessings. Your mouth closes so many doors for you. You cancel so many opportunities. Stop using the gunshot wounds in your head as an excuse. Now, if my girl Melissa Ford can overcome a head injury and get back on the radio and start getting this working in the gym, you can too. And number two, pot meat kettle. How the hell you gonna call Tokyo fat? And look at you.
She was in my building.
Oh, is that where is Akbar?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then on top of that, how you the queen of Atlanta? Your cousin had to pay for your spot. That's what I want to know too. I like you, Akbar. I'm rooting for you because you are trying to get your life together. But stop talking about it. Be about it. That's what I need for you to do, because you need to execute. You are blocking your blessings, and then you're up here tearing up shit, talking about you don't know why Bankhead don't want to mess with you. Well, what I saw in the previews, I wouldn't want to mess with you. Come in and tear up shit. You can't do that. You can't if you're trying to get on. Get on. Be humble, but don't let nobody punk you. Okay, that's all I got to say about that. What you got to say, girl? Because they had my pressure up. Like, I wanted to fight Carly Red last night. This heifer just chaos and disorder and dissension everywhere. Lord, yeah. Okay.
I have not watched the latest episode. So
Okay, but girl, you got a little tape.
If you could give Akbar one piece of advice, one, what would it be?
I'm gonna let Nima answer that because I already gave my piece.
Continue to reach for your goals. That's it. Just continue to grow. Rome wasn't built today, so just stay on the right track.
Yeah. And stop telling everybody Candy paid for you, girl. Just quietly live in Buckhead. Don't nobody need to know that, okay? Stop telling folk that, you know. After you write it in a biography once you, or autobiography once you make it, okay? Thank you, Candy, for supporting me. Would have been sufficient, okay? Although Candy might have told you, I need you to give me a shout out for giving you all this money, okay?
Was it a lot?
Well, she paid for her apartment.
Okay.
So,
And you're not getting no kitty either. You buying somebody's apartment, you better be getting some kitty.
oh, I'm trying to tell you, if you're giving up some,
I just
giving an apartment.
I'm with her too. That works both ways.
But you know, I think it's great that you have family members that have access like that. Unfortunately, my family is not built like that. I think I may have one family member, but she don't cut us no checks. But either way,
Corey.
hey
You
Corey,
doing a doctor one? Got mine.
what doctor one?
Oh,
that one ended.
That ended last week.
That one ended. Let's see who else. So we talked about Game of Thrones.
Oh,
briefly.
Married to Medicine. So, do you watch these shows as well?
Since I worked for her, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not really big at Married to Medicine.
Married
Why?
to Medicine, LA. I'm hey Kendrick, how you doing? Go Cowboys. He's also from Dallas.
Okay.
You're on with Nima, and he can sing. Now this brother right here,
Kendrick
Kendrick can sing.
have Kendrick give us some cuts, man. We need music on the radio.
By the way, Kendrick, if you need us to play some of your music on the show, let me know. We will happily do it on BFAM 109.6. I'll post the number so you can get back with us about that. But let me see what else. There were some other headlines that I wanted to touch on. Okay.
Hey, do me a favor. Look at my camera and everybody give your sexy look and say hello.
Tell Smurf
Say
I said.
Tell happy birthday to Jorge.
Happy birthday, Jorge. Feliz cumpleaños.
Jorge, you owe me.
This is what we need to talk about. Let me tell y'all something. Some of y'all need to get right with Jesus and stop believing some of these false ass prophets that's out here. Okay. There are 27 people dead and 18 hospitalized after a pastor makes them drink Jik in church. If you don't know what Jik is, I did Google it. It is a disinfectant.
So,
I don't know how 18 people didn't smell dead ones.
It's just like the Assembly of God people who used to have a snake night where they would have the rattlesnakes, and if the rattlesnake bit you, God would heal you. Let me tell you something. God does not need to be tested, people.
Yeah.
He tests us as Satan. Remember, Satan was trying to test Jesus in them 40 days and 40 nights. Come on now, yeah. But this is Zimbabwe, and like my friend said, she said the missionaries fucked them up. That's what happened.
listen, all I'm going to say is note to self, do not take communion.
Don't take communion
On the continent of Africa.
Anywhere.
Not
Anywhere.
going to
You
no
don't know.
church. I'm good.
Man, the church is
Yeah.
crazy right now.
It says in South Africa, these prophets are known for making people drink petrol, which is gas or
And
oil,
eat
and
grass.
eat grass.
Yeah, because they all
I did
believe
ta-
that if God thinks you're a good person, he's going to save you from whatever you drink.
Kedrick, Nichelle wanted me to tell you hello. Okay, she is on Twitter Periscope with me right now. So
You leaving me to the show?
Hey.
Come on, what up?
Nichelle, you got sexual chocolate, white chocolate over here getting upset with you. But I just want to share that because I came across this story and I actually had to look it up because I was like, I didn't know if this was a legit news source because y'all know how I am. By the way, the Daily Current and the Onion are not legitimate news, and MTO is questionable too. Post responsibly, okay? But some people be believing them story. Be like, scroll to the bottom. It says satirical work. Hey, Kedrick said, hey, oh Lord, my whatchamacallit, my Periscope. We lost Periscope. Oops. I lost Periscope. Okay. But either way, I don't know, the internet is off today for us. But either way, I just want to tell y'all, stop out here testing God and trusting these false prophets. Y'all need to get right. My pastor Rayford Owens out of Compton, California, a faith inspirational missionary, always used to tell us, put not your trust in man, but put your trust in God, because I'll let you down every time. And he wasn't saying he's not going to try to be there for us. What he was saying is that, sometimes when you call me late in the midnight hour, I'm not going to be there. I might not be available. Is
that what the Lord is saying?
No, but that's what my pastor was saying. Is that sometimes he might not be available when y'all call on him, so you better learn how to call on Jesus for yourself. But he was always available for me because Lord knows he was a deputy sheriff too.
Who, the pastor was always available for you?
Not
Pastor was
always.
a cop and a pastor?
Yeah, his nickname was Batman. His nickname was Batman. He's doing a lot of great work in Compton. I absolutely love him and his family. I think that they are amazing people. One of the few churches I know of personally that actually do something in the community, aside from my church. My uncle established a charter school in our neighborhood.
Okay.
So, because he believed that at least he could save the children if he couldn't save the adults.
Absolutely.
So, but I mean, it's true. So please, if somebody offer you some disinfectant or tell you to go outside and eat grass, that's hazing. That's what that sounds like to me. And if you want to die, die. But good luck with that. Okay, I know.
Did you experience any hazing? Because I know you are.
No, I was not hazed.
Okay.
Okay, I am a member of Alpha Kappa Sorority Incorporated, founded in 1908. So anyway, there goes Sora Maya over there. I see you, girl.
Hey,
But
girl.
so anyway,
Were you hazed?
Oh, I didn't join the sorority.
we gonna put her online next though.
I was hazed by life.
She can be a pretty good life will haze you.
Life hazed.
Right now I'm getting post hazed.
That counts.
I'm getting post hazed by life. So how much time we got? So I want to give you time to plug yourself one more time. Nina. Let us know, number one, where we can find you on social media. And number two, if you've got any upcoming shows or where the people can come out and see you.
All right.
Where can we see you?
People, you can see me right here, right now. You can see me on my Snapchat Premium. I'm just kidding.
What? Okay,
You can see me on RedTube, X videos.
Oh my God.
Just kidding.
They don't know what that is.
I do.
I do, but some people don't.
All these people know what it is. Okay, I'm just kidding. You can see me on Instagram at Nima Cat. That's N like nice, E like elephant, M like money, A like apple, KATT. Follow me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook at comedian Nima Cat. So you may see like a really cute light-skinned girl with like blonde hair. That's me. That's Nima Cat. So follow me. And if you're in Atlanta, you can catch me on Tuesday at Uptown Comedy Corner, Wednesday at the Atlanta Comedy Corner.
This Tuesday?
Next
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's Tuesday?
Uptown in Hatesville, and then
Wednesday.
And then Wednesday at the Atlanta Comedy Theater. Both shows at 8:30. I also have another thing coming up. Hold on, it's called Who Has the Juice or something like that.
Oh,
It's a talent competition. Let me look so that I can give you guys that information if I can find it right here. Oh, yep, here it is. Who's Got the Juice? This is going to be April 27th at 9 p.m. It is at
May 27th.
Oh,
Guess you don't got no juice.
No. It must be May something, and I can't see it. It's next week.
Okay,
I'll come back and give you guys. She'll give you guys an update.
I'll give y'all the update.
But
I missed her play. She was in a play this past weekend.
I was in the first play to be featured at the Atlanta Comedy Theater.
That's awesome. That's a
big.
big deal.
So a little history is going on.
At some point, y'all will see me on somebody's comedy stage, but right now, y'all can catch me here on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope. Okay. Because Diva, I don't know what it is, y'all. Y'all pray for me.
She's
because
too dignified to be on stage.
No, I'm
and allow
not.
You
No.
people to judge her comedy and her humor. No, if she gets on stage, you're gonna laugh. And since that's not gonna happen, she's not gonna be on stage.
I'm gonna be back. I don't know what happened. Atlanta hurt me. That's what it is. Because just like you said, you went to medical school. I sat down after this one comedian told me to stick to law because I wasn't funny.
Woo! Woo.
What is he doing now?
Exactly. Is
Oh,
was
he's-
that Kevin Hart? Who
He's
was
a
that?
traveling comic. He's done like
So
Shaq
what?
All Stars.
Oh, so he lives in his car.
You could, exactly. I was about to
No,
say.
actually, he's a pharmacist
You
when
can-
he's not on
Oh.
stage.
Oh, him told you. He told you that? How
Yeah.
dare
One
he?
person wrote your
LeVar, come on, LeVar.
How you know LeVar Walker? I was trying not to say it, but I will say this. Shout out to my good friend. We out of Cali. We came up on the comedy scene together, Henry Coleman, who always makes sure that I'm accommodated whenever I decide that he's in town and he wants to make sure I get stage time. So shout out to my friend Henry. But anyways, we are going to close out this episode of A Diva Disturbed here on BFAM 109.6. We'll be back here next Tuesday. My guest will be Fat Man DZ. So he will be joining us next week. So get ready, y'all. I am Miss Sophia the Diva. This has been
Nima Cat.
and we are out. See y'all next week.
What's up, Rika?
All right, love dove. I'm going to have a drink. What are you guys about to do?
Hold on a second. Don't say nothing yet. We're still live.